after Regional 1, they're on their redemption arc.
When you
they're trending
get to
upwards.
the major, expect the unexpected.
I know, right?
But we'll see what happens. Right now, Falcons have looked incredible leading up to Major 1. Their first round match against OG begins. Here we go.
Falcons, gotta make up for Mina. Roll 1, not looking so hot. But Falcons, offense on fire, defense on fire. The stats inflated because have they really faced a team that has pressured them to this point? That's what we want to see. A lot of people saying Falcons could be the winners of this tournament. But OG, they've been the underdogs in NA. People have been underestimating OG for too long.
Yeah, now, especially after seeing that first round matchup between Furia and Luminosity, as G2 is playing right now against Pioneers, North America starting to take the stage. But right now, already, we're seeing a little bit of pressure coming out for Team Falcons. Noli's on the back wall, has to watch out for Roas. He hits it straight to him, and Kaliers tries to play that off the back wall, but Calm's there to carry that straight into the midfield. Good challenge here. OG been able to hold on defensively, and Noli is going to get the first goal.
And a great challenge, 50, but it lands and recovers beautifully by OG. Calm has to take it high, and TRK pops it up, and you thought Roas would have had the touch to clear it, but OG faster and better, even despite the early pressure from Falcons.
Definitely a good start there. I like that play from OG. Noli in a perfect spot and lands the shot. Gonna be very important for OG to come out with a strong start here against Falcons. We know they can definitely bring themselves back into series as they continue to get on that trend. Here's JNaps now looking for the double follow-up, but Roas able to get that clear, and Kaliers can meet this ball in the midfield. Things starting to settle in here. You can see the confidence coming out of OG, but there's still time here for Falcons to get back in it.
Yes, OG have been confident facing one of the scariest looking teams coming into this major. They had a plan, and I'm looking to see that come into fruition here in the Swiss. As Noli goes up the wall, waits, delays against TRK, gets OG in a position to ramp up this offense. This back wall isn't landing towards OG in the right way, and now that Calm is demoed, Team Falcons want to counterattack, but Noli's positioning in the midfield will slow this down. Kaliers up high, Jane just tips it away from JNaps. But Calm's positioning in the midfield gives a chance for OG to start off plays like this as JNaps couldn't connect on the pass.
I do like the light touch though from Kaliers to get the clear out, gives it straight to Roas, who's able to get that one all the way downfield. Now you're starting to see TRK really get OG kind of cramped up there in the midfield. Chance for Roas. No, it's off the post. Could have been a chance for Falcons to get on the board. Now there's going to be a couple of demos in the back and lots of space here as Noli picks this one up. But Falcons halfway through game 1, not able to get on the scoring board.
Yes, OG connecting well in the midfield though, so it's been tough for Falcons to keep up the momentum that they've had. Demos though, very physical. OG already with a goal. You know that Calm is that vocal guy. They run off of adrenaline, and OG are getting real close. Noli with a shot, and it creeps in the corner.
More pressure from OG on the counter. I love this out of Calm. He ends up playing it high, forcing TRK to get an errant touch, and Noli has so much room to shoot. Bar down and in off the top. OG now shooting 50%, 2 for 4. Falcons have shot 4 shots as well. They haven't been able to get on the board yet. And we're starting to see the kickoff there. Good fake kickoff. Noli tries to send it across. JNaps pre-jumped it, but Roas was able to get it. And now Falcons are going to try to move it back the other way.
Ooh, okay. Little fake from TRK to Kaliers, but OG play a good back defense, and that's maybe what's different between these two defenses. Look at Roas with this control going below Calm, but the follow-up from Kaliers is there, and it keeps Falcons within 1.
Like this here from Roas. I mean, look at that control. Gets it right over Noli. Forces the defense here to make a tough save. And JNaps just in an awkward spot. Great shot from Kaliers. Falcons now bringing this within 1. They finally have been able to find some success on offense.
And Team Falcons are used to dominating that midfield in their region, so having to play back. OG putting their backs against the wall, something they haven't really experienced yet. But Team Falcons are warmed up, double tap, triple, and Kaliers evens it up.
Back to back here out of Kaliers. This one right off the kickoff. Look at this. He recognizes he has space and control and just plays that all by himself. Defense from OG starting to struggle, especially after they had such a good start limit.
Yes. OG have said, though, they almost play better when their backs are against the wall. They are the redemption kings of North America, so this lead slips by them. But Falcons, they're just warming up. They just actually had a Saudi E-League final. So LAN, they're no strangers to LAN. I mean, along with a lot of players in this lobby. See Falcons, these passes are starting to become deadly. But Calm, he's that spark plug. He's that vocal leader. Tips it to JNaps. Oh, far down. It didn't work out that time. Com, and Noli hesitate on stepping up as the third man, but wants to play safe, especially with the score.
That was a close shot there from Naps too. Normally he hits those, but yeah, that has only been his third shot of the game here. The more Naps is able to take those shots, the more he is able to get involved. He's had a strong goal participation, or goal percentage, over in the first half here of this major, as we're all getting kind of set up here, but Roas now plays this one off to the side, looking to see if he can help set up Falcons here. We go to the final minute. Falcons keeping the ball close.
The ceiling.
Kalir's trying to do everything he could to get that one towards middle, but OG now, Tom will bring this one up, and he'll try to see if he can set something up. Right now, just a lot of players just taking their time, trying to make sure they don't make a mistake.
And Com has been helping OG transition to the offensive end, but Falcons are recognizing that and going for earlier challenges, and OG couldn't find those nice rebounds and those nice passes that they did in the first 2 minutes of the game. But now OG with control. Falcons await the approach, and it goes maybe to TRK, the 50 to the corner. Com picks up the corner. 20 seconds remain with space for Com. Nolly fakes the pass, and now Roas gets to fight for this in the corner. And this is where Falcons can ramp up. Killers wins the 50, needs someone to pass, but he's overwhelmed by J-Naps. It's a long send away as the last couple of seconds drain by. Nully passing it to no one, right back to Falcons, lands on the ground. Game one goes to OT.
Game one OT between Falcons and OG. A good kickoff here for facing OG. J-Naps able to get this one off of the back wall. Where's Nolly? He's going for the shot, but blocked out by Roas. Could have been a chance there. Good defense from Falcons, but you can see a little bit of the desperation. Strong performance here from OG, but they did end up letting this game slip away in regulation. Now they're trying to see if they can close it out here.
Falcons staying composed even after an early fumble, but look at them fire right back. Kalir's setting us up towards the net. Nolly sends it away, and TRK almost caught it. But now J-Naps can help them transition, but it's an awkward bounce off the ceiling. But Nolly's gonna back pass to Common. They'd rather keep control, give up a little space. It's a fake above one defender, but Falcons are stacked. They're ready to fight back. But Nolly, with not a lot of boost to work with, needs that second man of J-Naps to help out, but the ball goes past him. It's Falcons, demos, control of the ball, 3-on-2, not a lot of boost to work with. So Falcons struggling to maintain that pressure.
And OG out shooting Falcons 10 shots to 7 here. They have been a force offensively. A lot of people probably thought this would be the other way around, and they've really tested defensively. Can Falcons step up to the task? Of course they can. And who's going to be the one that breaks? Who's going to make that mistake here? His ball back in the midfield. You see Nolly taking this one to the corner. Com's there. Tries to play it off the ceiling, but the ball gets away from him. That's with a shot. It was on target, and TRK had to make a save out to the side. Falcons looking for a way upfield here. TRK in the back end gets a free ball, but it goes straight to Nolly. He's sitting in there on the back end. You can see both teams just trying to get this ball out, passing it in transition, all playing for their teammates.
But OG, I mean, the fakes, like going for the ground pinch and then passing it over. OG's offense, you got to keep an eye on them, and Falcons have saved everything thus far. Back wall. Oh, this is a deadly place to drop it for J-Naps as TRK disengages. Roas steps up. Kalir's free jumping right behind him. Goes with a shot. Nolly wasn't there. Falcons, game one.
And look at this. As soon as Roas had that touch, that first touch, Kalir's came up to get the shot. Nolly was on his way back, and he ends up hitting the backflip. That one goes in, and Falcons take game one, almost 2 minutes into overtime. But that was a very close start to the series.
You know, first match at the major, you always got to keep in mind, and both these teams knew who they were themselves.
Yeah, now we get into game number 2 here on Forbidden Temple. Small adjustments maybe needed to be made here, but a very close start. The question is going to be, can OG start to make some adjustments now they've had some time to talk it over?
I like that Falcons are not afraid to play back, and maybe you need to with Com working the ceiling like that. Goes to the back wall, and TRK managed to grab the corner boost and can take it up high, can go long. And Kalir's even steps up to put a surprising and deadly shot in, but blocked away by OG. TRK gets demoed, wanted the challenge, and OG can step up, but great control out of Roas.
Great control too, and J-Naps also getting in on that physical play. Do want to see him also in the shooting department. Oh, that one gets past him though. Kalir's was trying to look for a light touch pass, Nolly, and he got it. Falcons score first in game 2.
And the tricky part is changing up the pace of that shot. I mean, Kalir's looking, he's killing that back wall, maybe threatening a double tap, and you position it beautifully in the bottom corner with less speed, and the defender thought it was coming in much quicker, so an early lead for Falcons.
Now for OG, a little bit of space here off the kickoff. TRK planted to the sidewall. He's going to follow it up. Rawas actually stole boost in the back end. Pass straight down to Kalir's. It was a perfect play, but the defense was there from OG. You can see Falcons wasting no time to get back into this game and try to see if they can extend the scoreline. It's going to be up to OG to make sure they don't slow down. Here's TRK to Rawas. Rawas trying to get it back to TRK. He jumped, got a piece of Noli there, but the ball ends up going back to OG as now they look for a way upfield.
Yeah, J-Naps with the recovery, gets stopped by TRK in the corner. Noli steals the corner boost, so TRK is running on fumes right now, and that's where Cobb can take charge, but he can't break through that right side, not with Kalir's in that way. As J-Naps assesses how we can challenge this, Noli steps up from the back to the front, pushed away. Team Falcons have barely any boost to work with, so the clear is nice, but it'll be all up to Kalir's to get something done.
Yeah, now he's able to keep that one into the corner. It was good, though, Falcons were able to get that out, especially as low boost as they were. If OG would have kept that in play, could have started a lot of consistent offensive pressure. But again, Falcons able to manage, and they're able to keep this one a one-goal game. We're approaching that 3-minute mark now. And you see Cobb. Nice touch there in front, just trying to get this one around. You see TRK on the back wall. He's backwards, but still makes a challenge. Just making sure they don't give anything here for free. Noli gets that one off the back wall. Kalir's and Rawaz both went up. TRK trying to keep this one back into the midfield here. Falcons trying to fight their way in, and OG are trying to get a little bit more creative, but they've been very slow here. Both teams in the shot department as we approach that halfway mark. OG only have one shot, and Falcons only have two. That would be the third one there that just got recorded.
Team Falcons have had their backs against the wall and able to break out now that they got boost and needing to find those passes that really caught OG off guard in game 1 as Kalir's has so many defenders to break through when J-Nap sends it all the way back. Noli versus TRK in the 1v1 with that demo. Falcons relieve that offense from their backs, and this goes to the back. Kalir's threads the double tap and he gets it!
Beautiful play here from Falcons. It starts with TRK. He gets that first touch. J-Naps tries to cut in. Calm wants to go for it. Noli again, just a misread off the back wall, and Kalir's is able to get the goal home. Falcons defense has been superb. They've limited the amount of shots OG can take this game, and not only that, they're applying a lot of strong pressure on their own. They're attacking at the right time when OG seems weakest on defense.
Kalir's traveling. Noli trying to bump him off the ball, but can you stop him? You can't! 3-0 for Falcons!
Disgusting! This one is all Kalir's. Beautiful touch as he tries to keep this one up. Gets the flip reset and past the entire OG team as he takes it from one side of the field to the other. 3-0 Falcons.
I like seeing Calm's reaction to calls like this. A little eyebrow raise, like, all right, I was not aware of your game. No, G, I would like to see some game. 0 goals.
I see you're here to ball.
I would like to see some ball, but ooh, Noli forced to make that save. As he knows he has to make up for how that overtime ended. J-Naps with the ball, Noli disrupting, bumping people around, and goes right to Kalir's. He has Rowas, second man, and he gets to the back wall, maybe even above Noli's head. But J-Naps has his back. All of OG trusting each other. That's something they wanted to improve on from Regional 1. Trusting themselves, trusting each other. And look at OG all forced their way through to the blue half. Now that second touch from Noli, sending it up towards the center of the net. TRK won't let it happen. Now Falcons, can they maintain control? TRK's first to the ball, and OG forced to make a goal line save. Kalir's with the rebound. He's a scary guy to worry about. Rowas on the left. So much space control that Falcons have to work with. No, G don't have any boost to have anything to say about it.
Yeah, it feels like Falcons kind of own the midfield there. Even, I mean, Kalir's there, gets the initial challenge, able to get the follow-up, doesn't have to worry about anything. And final minute here, oh my goodness, a nice little play there where tried to fake it out for TRK, see if he can put something on. But this one does look like Falcons have this one decided. OG have definitely slowed the pace. I mean, especially considering from game 1 where they had about 10 shots. They've only gotten 3 this game, and another counterattack play and another goal for Falcons as they keep things moving forward.
I see OG trying to reorganize themselves. In game 1, it was a lot of calm leading that charge. I'm seeing J-Naps have to take the ball high, and OG figuring out how they can reinvigorate that offense that got him such a good kick start in game 1. But Falcons, they could have no boost, they could have all the boost, and their passes. And it's really OG sometimes misreading their back wall defense. Wow, 3-0 for G2 is a nice score. We'll see how this one will shake up. 4-0 for Falcons with 22 seconds left. OG, they just can't beat themselves up too much about this.
Yeah, you know, in the best of 5 here on the Swiss stage, no tactical timeouts, but after that 4th goal, you can really see OG starting to talk things over. It seems like they're just taking as much time as possible to figure things out here as they are on the verge of getting swept. Final few seconds count down, ball will hit the ground, and Falcons will take game 2 in a dominant 4-0 scoreline.
They look mad chill. They're so...
And everybody else who's been supporting either at home for this squad, but now they've got to lock in. Everybody's got to lock in. There's definitely going to be nerves on the side of the OG fan club here as Falcons right now. Oh, Roas! Almost a great goal here off the jump.
OG got to be awake and ready with how Falcons are out there already. Early demo from Clears to maintain this momentum from Falcons. TRK hoping to break through that right side. The 50 goes up. JNaps is there. Support coming out of OG who have to play a little closer together. They want to execute these passes that worked out for them so well in game 1. But Falcons, their defense hasn't been tested quite yet.
It's really interesting though, Falcons on defense, I've seen them double commit pre-jump a couple of times here this series. They will all do their part to make sure that nothing gets past them, and OG also have to keep their head on the swivel there as well. I saw an uncharacteristic whip there from Noli. Good double there from JNaps, and Noli was up for it, but so was TRK. Had total respect from JNaps on the play and positioned accordingly. Now TRK, chance here to go all the way down the field. Got a bump on Roas, a little late there, so JNaps will be able to play this towards Noli. Noli has JNaps waiting in the middle, but not able to get the pass to him at all. Naps try to keep this in as Roas and Falcons look to clear it out, but no one able to read that touch. Com able to keep this one in. Roas in a tough spot. Noli's there, trying to get in midfield, but no one's there to take the shot. This is a scramble.
Roas handled that 1v2 quite well. That's a close one. Falcons know how to fire back. And OG have had to put up a layered defense because Falcons have been good at finding those rebounds and catching OG off guard. Long clear. Roas, he couldn't stop it.
Wow. He just was not ready for the power here on this one. Big shot from Com, and then you see him go up, and he just doesn't have the boost in the tank to get that one over his net. Helps redirect it in, and OG gifted a goal here at the start.
Can they maintain the lead against a team as scary as Falcons? Com is just on the hunt. Aggressive in and out of game, and that's where OG just needed one to fire up those engines again, at least metaphorically. Falcons, though, their defense, it just creeps by them. OG with a second one.
And you can see just kind of the impact there, a little sit back as you watch this one go in. Noli gets the bouncer, a little miscommunication between TRK and Roas there. And now 2 goals here from OG. Can they maintain is the big question.
Yeah, he brought up those double commits from Team Falcons. Well, maybe that one, if they would have went for one there, it would have worked out. Now Falcons still searching for their first goal, and OG just colliding in, becoming a lot more physical on the field to make the space they need. As Noli nose down, goes maybe back to Roas. No, he misses that, so OG want to move forward, make that space. JNaps almost to the ceiling, running out of boost, and there's no one there to back him up. So possession back to Falcons. The pass maybe too quick for TRK, maybe a home run for Roas, but with how slow that ball was going, OG had time to set up and react as TRK towards the wall. Clear saw the challenge come out, or at least the prevention from the back wall, as Falcons want to do everything they can to keep going.
Something looks a little strange here though for Falcons. They look uncomfortable. Lots of challenges where cars are facing backwards. First touch is not necessarily really amounting to anything. And the shot possession here from offense, they haven't really yielded too many shot opportunities there. TRK, he was too far forward. So Roas has to come in and take the challenge. Now TRK, he got the mid boost, but he also got demoed here. So now it'll be Noli, ball on the hood, flick over one. And you're seeing TRK, again, right after coming off the demo, trying to get the clearance back in. It just doesn't show any real sign of control of the ball. And I think it's because of OG just kind of eliminating the spaces. Noli tried to take a quick shot, but Kalia's got there quickly.
Oh, I'm glad Kaliers got there, because that was looking like an OG 3-0 at this point. Minute 38. Here's TRK with space. Double commit from OG, but it's a long send back, and Falcons need to make sure that third man isn't necessarily in that neutral third, but far enough back. You don't want to give up an open net like you have, and OG, for now, calm, a little bit disrupted, has the back pass to Null. He's in a better position. Team Falcons smell blood in the water. And they're still searching, but Kaliers couldn't get high enough. Maybe it's a win for TRK, and so it is.
He threaded the needle here on this play. You see Roas here starting to get the play off calm, not necessarily the best touch. JNAPS is just not in a good spot, and he can't recover because he had to dodge 2 demos, and TRK, perfect placement here. Falcons with a chance to equalize. They got a minute, 16 seconds to do it.
Falcons have been in that shadow even when OG, oh well, no longer in that shadow. It's getting further and further away. Great kickoff by OG.
Kickoff here, I mean, Com sets that one up so well off the back wall. Not even Roas was expecting it, and naps right under the crossbar here, regaining the 2-goal lead and the safety for OG.
No, OG came in with a plan, special for Falcons. Now Falcons chain up off kickoff, looking to add. They only have a minute 5 left. And Kaliers, his 50 gets stifled. Nully pushes forward. OG want to keep Falcons locked in. They don't have to go for more goals. OG just need to stop Falcons from ramping up like we know them to do in the second half. Now Roas with no boost to work with. It's up to Kaliers and TRK. They're the ones with resources, but OG are threatening the nets. And JNAPS can go forward, but man, I think Com got demoed.
Yeah, they end up getting demoed. He's going to be in the back end here. But also, you have to think, OG just have to play the clock here. They know how to do that very well. Naps keeps this one close. Kaliers on top of the ball. Ooh, Noli got a piece of it. Now this one goes into the corner.
And Roas, not a lot of boost to work with, but OG have managed to stop Falcons from turning this bleed into a hemorrhage, stealing away game 3, keeping themselves alive in this series. The brooms of the reverse sweep will stay in the closet for now, but you can see that there's hope. There's Copenhagen after all, the ideally cope for OG as this clock winds down to 0, and OG will be taking game 3.
OG get a win here in game number 3, and they continue on as they try to survive here in this best of 5 with Falcons. Initially, off the start of the game,
Being in a position like this.
Here we go, game 4. Will OG send us to game 5 today? I don't think we've gone there yet. Or will Falcons be able to close this one out? Already saw TRK off with a great start, trying to get a little solo effort. OG was good defensively. Here's Roas. Oh, almost able to get that past Naps. The Naps had it read really well. OG definitely playing a little bit slower here, giving up a little bit of space to midfield, but they don't really feel too threatened initially. As Roas tries to push that one up, and TRK gets it over 1. Calm. No boost in the tank really for him or OG, but he was able to get that ball, get a little piece of it, buy some time. Already though, Falcons, the pressure pays off. No one able to stop Kaliers from scoring the first one.
Yeah, Falcons saw that OG were shaken and made sure they were stirred at the end. Everyone jumping up for this ball. And OG uncomfortable off the start, but Falcons having to play closer because in their region, they could go for these long pre-jump passes, and that was something that you had to take a note of. As Falcons wanting to pass through, go into the orange half, but it's mixed up there by OG through the corner. Few demos weakens that OG offense as Com maintains possession as long as he can to buy time for JNAPS to step up, who throws a shot. Kaliers forced to make the save off the post, and Nully is not even gonna let them clear it out. Maybe faking that pass to JNAPS, got everyone jumping, but doesn't decide to commit to the shot.
He wanted the flip reset to Naps, but you can see he got one extra touch more than he needed to. The ball got sent the other way. Com up though early, plays this one off the ceiling. TRK in a tough spot. That's a pinch going straight to Noli. He's going to send it to the side. Com able to pick this up. He's got enough boost to make a play. Going for the flip reset. Got it, but Roas was there to stop him. JNAP's high balls trying to set up Noli, but Kaliers, good read on that. Tracked it well. Falcons trying to see if they can set up a counter. This one goes straight across the net, and Roas is going to take that every single time. It was a dangerous play, and Falcons took advantage.
Yeah, Kaliers sets up TRK. Com mystery off the back wall, and Roas centered in front of the net. receiving that beautifully. And Falcons are not letting OG get multiple touches. It's only been one. Yes, they play back, but they don't let OG's offense develop as it did before. But Nully goes forward. Nully again with the second touch, not allowed to do that. Clears, challenges, and TRK, the ball gets past him, and Roas forced to make a save. But Falcons always have that third man back.
That was such a good stop there from Roas. I mean, the ball was coming at high speed, killed it right in front, so he was able to get a good follow-up touch there. That's exactly what you want to see there on the defensive line from Falcons. And no surprise now that they're in this position, up by 2, 3 minutes to go. What is OG gonna do here, playing from behind, looking for clearances, trying to pass it to each other, but you can see Falcons cutting off the space. That was a good challenge there from Clears.
Yeah, Team Falcons winning the 50s, but letting JNaps go for clears. No, it's shut down again. Midfield presses by Falcons. Now JNaps can work the right side. Roas will climb up the wall to help. Now that you've demoed someone from OG, Falcons, the counterattack, something you have to worry about. 2-on-1, makes the save with the backflip. Nully chasing after TRK on his tail, forces him out of the play. And OG, at least he can flick it above, and Clears won't let that get away too fast.
I mean, that was an incredible save from Com. 2v1 situation where Ross was waiting there on the wing, and they tried to play it right over him. Just got the perfect touch here. It kind of keeps OG a little bit in the conversation. They need to get 2 here, and they only have 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Snaps, tries to drop that down, but there's no one there from OG. Com's actually across here. Ross trying to take his time. Falcons got the midfield, but OG trying to fight for it. TRK wins that challenge now into the orange corner. Clears, picks this one up, trying to play it off the back wall, but it's getting sent straight to JNaps. TRK got a demo on Noli in the back end, but here's Com now. Good control, good first touch, gonna play a 50 out. No one able to get the follow-ups here, so Noli will get a free shot, played the ball high, follow-up from Naps. He gets a light touch to try to keep this control here, as Noli to Com, but Com moved a little bit too fast. It was dangerous in front of the goal line, but it was cleared away.
Man, that just kept going out of OG, finding those rebounds instead of going for passes, working that back wall, and just recovering that much faster as Roas wanting to land right onto Com as Falcons still throwing shots down. TRK managing to maintain possession for Falcons, but OG tip it towards Roas, who's that solid pillar in the back and always going for saves, buying time for Falcons defense to rotate back in position. Com, the save on TRK is crazy, and OG were too far forward. TRK steps up, grabs the ball. JNaps on the back wall manages to stabilize OG. Last minute of play for OG's match 1 of Swiss on the line.
And OG had a great opportunity there. They had 2 forward, but no one was able to get a piece of the ball. So now Falcons are in a perfect spot. This one, though, TRK has to turn here, does get up quickly to get the clearance. That's going to kill a lot of time here on the clock. He's going to get a follow-up there to force Com to get the clearance, but free space, free midfield, total control here for Team Falcons. OG will have to force an issue here with 30 seconds left. I don't know if they can do it. And Clears, bang! That's going to be the one that does it there for Falcons. 3-0, 26 seconds to go.
Oh, Falcons were playing so fast on that counterattack. You saw the desperation out of OG. They needed to make that last play work, and it's been frustrating that Falcons defense has been saving everything, even surprising us on how they're pulling that off. And OG, we kept the brooms in the closet, and now Com at least makes that save. JNaps puts it off to the side. Falcons with a big statement for Mina. Now that they have 2 slots at the major, Rule 1 may have fell, but Falcons stood up in the end to soar high in their first match, and Roas will add to the count.
What a performance here out of Team Falcons. They showed up and they showed out. Of course, we saw what OG could do, and they did have this game close until the end, where Clears stepped up and cemented the series. Now the rest of this will be a formality as we wait for this one to hit the ground, but man, oh man, what a start for Team Falcons. They take their first match in Swiss.
3-1 and a bounce back when you saw Clears had that kind of slower game, and he stepped right up in this final game. 3-1 in favor of Falcons. Now we get to see some emotion. Now they're all smiles. They were locked in until that series was done, because you never know what's going to come out of North America, especially like a team like OG, who have been trending upwards ever since they're on this redemption arc since Regional 1, hoping to prove everybody wrong.